What up? What up, Goulet? I don't think you're first. I don't think you're first. Nice try, though. Nice try. I think Boba was here first, technically. I saw him playing around at 5:30 with some settings, but if we want to give it to Ghoulie, if we want to give it, we'll give it to her. Oops. But yeah. Oh, yesterday I was dabbling a little bit. I was watching EO58. I've never actually watched his streams, and I was not gonna lie. I'm kind of a fangirl now, a little bit. I'm kind of freaking gushing. I wish Dave was here because Dave loves EO58. I'm sure I got to tell him how hype this dude is for me anyway. So I was just doing some studies and basically, well, actually these aren't studies; these are from imagination. But I was doing some studies of his process. So I was writing down notes as I was watching his stream. Noticing sort of brush size that he works at, how he starts off. Um, and I'm trying to replicate that in my own stuff. So we'll see how that goes. I don't know. Right now, I'm just sort of trying to figure out construction. Construction perspective is rough, dude. It's very, very, very rough. This one I did completely upside down, and I think it actually, ironically, turned out pretty decent. So maybe I'll do more shit upside down. The face is a little wonky. It works better with the actual mesh we have here, or the guide. Let's see. I don't know. We'll keep working on that one upside down. We'll see. But anyways, how you doing, Ghoulie? You hyped for the new year? This is gonna be the last stream this year, and then I don't know. It's next year's gonna be. I don't have anything fancy planned, so next year's gonna be standard streaming. But yeah. What up? What up, Otter? How you doing? Which streamer was it again? It's EO58. He's on Twitch as EO58, and he's on YouTube as MW58, I think. MW58. He doesn't have any social media outside of those. He basically just goes live, and then if you catch him, you catch him. If you don't, you don't. That's kind of how he works. So, but he just bangs out sequential drawings over the span of like 8 or 9 hours, and it's kind of insane. It's kind of insane. Doing good, just handling some shop orders today. Oh hell yeah, dude. Last shop orders for the year, hopefully. Well, hopefully not actually. Hopefully it just keeps booming. But I'm trying to figure out better placement on the head. Taper it in a little bit. But yeah, today's gonna be a little bit of a chill stream. I don't know if I'm gonna do any revs or revisions or sorry, not I don't know if I'm gonna give anybody any revisions. I'm kind of I'm at the end of my holiday. I'm just taking a little stream to myself, I think. So I'm gonna be selfish and I'm just gonna do my own thing. How you ladies doing today? Any plans for the holiday? I don't know that. I know Otter's doing a stream, or not Otter. I know Ghoulie's doing a stream. What about you, Otter? Are you doing anything? I don't know. Are you doing a stream actually? I think I remember you saying you were doing one, but it's a little bit 2 3/4. Hey, how's it going, Alguanta Zaza? How you doing? A group and I are going to see the Buzzard Drop for New Year's. The Buzzard Drop. Oh, the ball drop in New York or whatever, right? Is that it? You know what's crazy? I've been to one of those. I went to the one the first year they brought it back after COVID. It was fucking insane. It was wild, dude. I will say I'm not very impressed with New Yorkers. No offense if you're a New Yorker. I've just had better experiences from locals elsewhere, I will say. New York was a little unfriendly to me. Your buses, or not buses, your subways terrified the fuck out of me. People were like selling pepper spray and shit. As a Canadian, that shit is wild, dude. Some guy just walking down the freaking cars on a New York subway trying to sell pepper spray and shit. I was playing something like a happy game. If someone knows, it's pretty horrible, but I'm really tired. I didn't sleep. Why didn't you sleep, dude? Why aren't you sleeping, bro? You gotta sleep as much as you don't want to. I wouldn't. I woke up at 3 p.m. Oh, you couldn't. Our town has a giant inside joke. A few years ago, our town had a massive swarm of buzzards and they hung around for months. That sounds like very small town things. So our town embraced being the buzzard town, so they made a New Year's ball into a giant buzzard. Oh, that's really funny. Boom, 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 boom. Anyways, now that I'm here, let's draw and yap. Hell yeah, dude. That's what we're doing. We're drawing. Part A is definitely begun. I think this head needs to be bigger. Let's give her a little ball here. I really struggle with rib cages. For some reason, rib cages just are a bit of a difficult thing for me to get right. What up, Virus? How you doing? How you doing, Virus V? See, I said your name right today. I'm trying to make peace. I'm not trying to be bullying all the freaking time. Plus, you throw the heat my way, and it scares me, dude. I sweat a little bit when I'm in chat. Are you doing anything for New Year's? Yeah, I am. I'm actually hosting a bunch of people at my place, so I'm gonna be pretty busy. I'm also getting a couch tomorrow, so I gotta go meet my buddies at my dad's place at like 10 a.m. And we're gonna pick up my couch and then we're gonna move it over to my place. Um, so that's sort of my New Year's Eve plan, and then New Year's Eve. I think we're just gonna order pizza, get really hammered, and then depending on how hungover I am the next day, I will potentially stream with Ghoulie on New Year's Day. I will be exclusively featuring on her channel though. I'm not going live or anything. I'm just gonna be a feature, like a classic rapper, you know? I'm gonna feature. I'm trying to do what PewDiePie did, like draw every day and see the improvement along the ways. Ooh, that's one way to do it for sure. I think as long as you enjoy what you're doing, that's the most important thing, right? It's and I mean enjoyment isn't always enjoyment necessarily. I'm on stream, I enjoy what I'm doing, but you guys obviously hear me rage out and fucking lose my mind every now and then when I'm trying to figure shit out. Today's gonna probably be one of those days. We're gonna wrap up the year with extreme anxiety around fucking perfectionism. I wouldn't have it any other way though. Oh, pizza and alcohol equals best combo. It really is. Gamer snack unlocked. 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. if snack isn't too hungover. I will probably be hungover, but I think I'll be able to tolerate it. I think I'll be okay. What up, Thor? How you doing, big dog? You guys got any plans? Chill guy? Are you a chill guy? Oh, oh, oh. Let me think. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, dude, but sometimes I just have no motivation, so I'm still forcing myself a bit. That's fair, dude. The thing is, I think, look, I've clearly had a very long and abusive relationship with my one true love, art, and I can tell you, there's times where it's going to be really rough, and I think you just have to know and recognize within yourself that you're getting really frustrated and you're having a hard time keeping up with the desires and the place you want to be with your art. And I think if you accept that and just accept that that sort of mental state comes with the territory of growth and sort of reframe it as a positive thing, but recognize that you need to lay off the brakes, then daily drawing is definitely something that's very doable. So long as you're not hammering your head against the wall when you're hitting that wall, take a step back. We all here, chill guys. Oh yeah, we all here. Oh, not sleeping for New Year's to be honest. That sounds well. I mean, that's one way to do it, I guess. I don't know if I'm a New Year's sleeper, but we all just chill dudes, bro. Homie, my guy. That's what's up. Word up, dude. Word up. Do kids still say word these days? I say word. I don't know if kids still say word. They probably say facts or bet. You guys say bet a lot, huh? You little freaking zoomers. Look, man, I'm a millennial, all right? We didn't quite say radical, but I'm sure if I was 10 years older, maybe I would have. I'm not that kind of millennial. I'm more of a zillennial. Fuck, I almost just turned off my PC, guys. That would have been crazy. I just launched my slipper and it bounced off of the power button on my PC. Wild. Just know if stream ends abruptly, my power either went out or I accidentally like elbowed my power button. I take pauses from time to time and yap and play with friends. That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. I'm constantly like thinking about if this is where the hip bone is going to be, the other one's going to be roughly in this zone here. Yeah, so I'm constantly thinking about how I can improve my art and shit like that, and it can be stressful. It can be stressful. Right now, I'm kind of in my grind arc where I'm just trying to get better. I'm trying to read books. I'm reading books, guys. That's how desperate I'm getting. I'm reading books. Right now, I'm making my way through Burn Hogarth. After that, I'm probably going to tackle. I mean, I hop between Burn Hogarth and a lot of James Gurney right now. I kind of want to tackle Bridgman, but I don't know if I'm necessarily ready for Bridgman. I don't think I have a strong enough understanding of the basic geometric shapes that define anatomy before I do Bridgman. Bridgman is a very advanced art book, and so I'm sort of saving myself. I'm saving myself. I don't want to rush things with Bridgman. I want to take it nice and slow, see how things go. Make sure that we're in alignment. I want to make sure he loves me before I commit. That's all. That's all. Is that so much to ask for? I don't think so. I take pauses from time to time and just yap and play with friends. I read that. I'm reading things again. It's okay. Got me in a new song and got me up all night. I love J. Cole, dude. I used to be such a J. Cole head back in the day. I still think J. Cole is better than Kendrick. Kendrick, no offense to any Kendrick lovers, he's not bad. He's just kind of overrated. I don't think. Look, that's my controversial opinion. Kendrick's, I mean, he's not mid per se. I don't know. Do I want to say he's mid? How pissed off do I want to make my viewers at the end of the year? Uh, he's alright. He's alright. He's got some bangers. Money Trees, classic, right? He's got some good albums, but yeah, I don't know. I still think J. Cole wins that one long term. I won't stay long though because I need sleep. That's fair, dude. I don't want you to compromise on your sleep, no matter how much it benefits me. I'll be around, but I need you. I need your brain alive and functional so that I can milk your viewership long term. That's what it's all about here. I'm an attention leech, and I need you guys healthy so that I can properly leech your attention. I feel like this should be pushed more, in which case the rib cage would be leaner. The rib cage would be a little thinner here, I think, because it's more profile. Ooh, I'm drawing on the wrong layer. And if you're wondering how I'm determining my horizontal lines, I'm using the box here as a guide to sort of understand the perspective. As long as it's between these two perspectives, it should work. And then for anything in depth here, I'm using this mentally. So when I'm lining up the hips here, I'm finding the front hip bone, the other front hip bone, and I'm basically lining it up based on perspective. And instinctively, it might feel like it's wrong, but it's probably not, just because it is in perspective. Perspective doesn't always feel right. You're here of your own free will because I want to yap. You're a yapatron. Hell yeah, dude. This would probably come in more. I can feel. One thing I really struggle with, I find, is shoulder connections. I have a really hard time doing shoulders, and I know the way I try and think about it now is if you think of like a slice, like if I take a slice here, right? The shoulder is going to have a curve to it, and it's going to align with this slice. So if I rotate this slice, right, that curve is going to rotate with it as well. And so you're going to get a more narrow arc or a more uh not narrow. What's the opposite of narrow? Anyways, so that's sort of how I'm trying to think of the shoulder, but I don't know yet. I'm not very good at shoulders, so it's shoulders, traps, all that stuff. I get stuck here a lot, so and I also got to make sure that I'm tracking the perspective because this doesn't really work. The shoulder height is a little off if I'm looking at the perspective here. But instinctively, it feels like it should be down there. But I mean, it could be lower. Like she could lower her shoulder. Your shoulders have mobility, right? Like you can tilt your shoulders up one way or another way or whatever. Um, but I'm just trying to. I want to make. If I'm gonna have them line up, I want it to be at least subtle, you know. And then this, I think, is a little too elevated. Ladies don't have giant traps typically, assuming this is a lady. Not the ladies can't have giant traps. They just don't usually. Okay, we got a arm here. Boom, 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 boom. Are there any ladies with giant traps in chat? Do we got any warrior genetics going on? Any Viking ladies around? Not asking for a friend, asking for me. Genuinely, I'm curious. If we got any shield maidens hanging out. Damn, hell yeah, dude. But seriously, I just like your streams. I'm having fun. Damn, dude, I'm freaking blushed the hell up right now, dude. You talking to me like that, talking sweet to me, dude. That'll get you everywhere. Or maybe we can put this girl in like a flex pose. Maybe she's flexing, you know? If we're talking about beefy ladies, you know, think of the perspective on the cylinder here. Just gonna have a and then the hand would kind of block out there you go, something like that probably. Technically, if you're hitting a double bicep, guys, you're supposed to elevate your elbows above the shoulder line. If you're hitting a double bicep and your elbow is below your shoulder, you're not going to get that same peak when you flex your bicep. Okay, so this is not a great double bicep. I could probably push this a little bit more, or single bicep, I guess it would be. But you also wouldn't pose it in front like this. But I'm just I'm breaking all the rules, you know. Anyone want to doodle in magma? Oh yeah, go draw with Boba in magma. He's just over there freaking sketching all alone. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's pretty decent on that one. This one's I'm still kind of fucking around with. I really think that I should probably have a little bit more overlap on the hips. The hip, this section here seems a little long. I think I may have elongated the box a little bit too much, which kind of fucked up my measurements. So if I push this up, I suspect it'll look a little bit better. And I might have to actually push the rib cage back in space, as well as all the other shit. Let's see. Something like that, maybe. Get a better... it's kind of a stiff line of action. I think if I want to improve that, I'd probably have to bend this a little bit. Yeah. Can move the head back too. That'll probably push the line of action a little bit more. She'd get a little bit of coverage on the shoulder. Yeah, try and tighten this one up a little bit. I'm gonna draw this one not fully upside down. I'll probably at some point switch to right side up when I want to get into like more details. But for the big stuff, I might do just sort of upside down. I think it's a good exercise too to just get my brain to work really in three-dimensional shapes without relying on muscle memory. Just really thinking it through. Because drawing upside down like this, it's like I'm freaking firing on all cylinders, dude. I have no idea what the hell I'm doing. And then I'll double check it by just flipping the canvas. But I assume the eyes would be around here. What up, Dave? How you doing? I'm good. It's already the next day, but I want to put at least 30 minutes of drawing in. How do you flip the canvas on Clip Studio? Good question. So if you look here, you'll see there's two buttons, okay? They look like kind of like this. So there's one that looks like this, and then there's another one that's the opposite, basically, right? So it would look like this. These guys here. So this is horizontal. See how I'm hovering and it says flip horizontal? I don't know if you actually see that. I guess it doesn't show up for you for some reason. Does it? No, maybe not. Okay, but this one flips horizontal, right? And this one flips vertical. And if you don't have those, I'm not exactly sure how to add them. I assume you could go view, maybe, and then you could go to, huh, I really have no idea. You have it? Okay, sweet, dude. Very important. You should be flipping all the time. If you haven't flipped in a while, and you do flip, you're going to realize you have a lot of mistakes that you just couldn't visually see because your brain's adapted to what you're looking at. Whereas if you're flipping, you don't have that issue. It's very hard to adapt your brain to anything. It stays relatively fresh. Obviously, can I add it as a shortcut on my keyboard? Yeah, you can. I just have it muscle memoried up. Like if I go eyes closed, am I flipping right now? I'm not. I missed. Eyes closed. I missed. Okay, whatever. I'm close enough. Okay, I flipped vertical there. My thing is just kind of muscle memory at this point. Whatever. Whatever, guys. All right, it's not full muscle memory, but it's close enough. What would a deltoid look like upside down? Do I even want to something like that probably. Now this elbow, I'm looking at my own body right now, and I'm looking if I stand up, where does my elbow end? It ends basically at the bottom of my rib cage, so around here. So that's not too bad as far as like elbow measurement goes in terms of distance relative to the perspective. By the way, now I'm still on vacation, but when I'm finished, I'll probably be less active during the weeks and on the weekend. You'll probably see me most of the time. That's all good, dude. I'm a Monday to Friday 9 to 5 kind of worker too, so I get it. You don't have to worry too much. My longer streams are usually on Saturday, Sunday. My Monday and Friday streams tend to be a little bit shorter. When I say short, we're still like hitting around 3 hours or whatever, but we're not getting into the 5 6 hour streams. Granted, lately I've been doing a little bit shorter, but that's because I actually genuinely kind of need a break. Not from streaming, from just everything. Where's my sack? Right here, dude, hanging low and a little to the left, but okay. I think my knee is a little too high or too low there. Still on vacation? Damn, dude. Yeah, I took I took 10 working days. I get 3 weeks, so 15 working days plus like sick days and stuff like that. So I still have some time left, but I'm gonna let it carry over to next year. I can carry over a little bit, so you never know what I'll need next year. I like that. I like that pose. That works. Now this leg is a little bit recessed. See how it goes back in space? I mean, maybe you guys can't see very well. It goes back in space. So this leg is also going back in space. So it's going to have to sort of track like that. And so the knee is going to be a little bit higher up visually, but same thing with the ankle. The ankle is going to be really, really low. That I flipped that foot. The curve should be on the inside because that's where your arch would show more. Yes, how's that? It's not bad. Okay, I added it as a shortcut. File, shortcut settings, command, view, rotate. I think I actually have it as a shortcut already. I just never use it. What is my, I think is it G? No, it's not G. Is it H? Yeah, it's H. I have it set as H right now. I just never really use it. I'm so used to I just spent so long doing it like just by pressing the button that that's how I do it now. Let's make this arm also recessed in space. Cause, or sorry, we'll make this one recessed in space. Because when you take a step, okay, if you know anything about walking dynamics, if your right leg, right, or actually we'll say your screen right leg, whatever leg is forward, okay, so if this is the leg that's forward and the other leg is back, the opposite arm is going to be forward. That's how walking works, okay? You're always offsetting your arms and your legs. That's just an easy way to think about it. Whatever leg or arm is in either direction, the opposite leg is going to be the opposite direction or the same direction, sorry. So the right arm is going to match with the left leg and the left arm is going to match with the right leg in terms of depth. A common mistake that people made when I worked in animation was they would put the wrong limb forward, and it just kind of fucks up the whole rhythm of everything. But I don't know if this works, but no, that doesn't work. I wonder why. I think it's because the depth isn't right. I don't know. Why is this not working? I think it's probably because I don't have enough overlap from the shoulder. The shoulder from this angle would probably cover a lot more of the arm, so the arm would actually look a lot shorter here. And then if we're bringing this arm slightly on an angle, hmm, not exactly sure actually, but I drew a bunny for my stream today. Tried something different this time. I blocked out the body instead of sketching the whole thing out. That's kind of what I'm doing now. I'm trying to get a little bit more structured, and it's also making me realize that I just don't understand maquettes very well. Or marionettes or mannequins or whatever the hell you want to call it. These freaking geometric builds. So I have to really sort of focus in on making sure I get these good. And I think if I just keep drilling it, it'll eventually stick. I mean, I struggled with boxes for a long time, right? I wasn't always able to rotate a box in space, and I just kind of drilled it. Whenever I'd be bored, I would just draw boxes. And I think if I do that for a solid like couple months, so if I keep drawing maquettes and marionettes and all that shit, I should be able to just sort of create them in space however I want. Like let's say, I don't know. I'm just trying to think of like other angles that I could put the box at. Now it's kind of easy for me to rotate a box. It's not as difficult. It's still kind of hard. There's certain exercises that are hard. If I'm trying to track corners and move corners in space, that gets a little bit difficult. So if I want to move this corner forward, could I even do that? Probably. Doing that with like rib cages and shoulders and all that stuff is very, very difficult. I want to get through Burn Hogarth because he simplifies a lot of these forms, probably way more than this. And then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on Bridgman because he breaks down organic anatomy, like muscles and stuff like that, in this sort of geometric uh, style, which lends itself really well to being able to draw in perspective. But it's also very, very, very difficult because muscles are complex and there's a lot of different moving parts and different angles and all that shit. So it's going to be a lot to lock into my brain. But that's sort of the goal probably for next year is to work up to Bridgman. And once we're done with Bridgman, I'm going to look into fashion design and fabric and clothing and designing clothing and stuff like that. Just because I still don't know that I'm very confident with my folds. I kind of guess them and I try and go for graphic appeal, but sometimes I don't know that it always makes the most perfect sense. So that's something I would like to do a little bit better. I know the abs sort of have like this sort of cylindrical look to them, and there's a little bit of elevation on the abs. Obliques are a little difficult for me. I'm not exactly sure how to design obliques yet. My understanding is that if I look at them from the side, again, it's sort of like a tapered cylinder like this, and then the abs would be like sticking out like that a little bit. Not sure though. That would be on a lean model, obviously. If they're round, it gets a little bit more complex, but I'm not worrying about that too much. Okay, that doesn't look too bad, honestly. For something I drew mostly upside down, it's not too bad. I'm kind of proud with that. I do got to fix the arms though. I'm just gonna do that right side up though. I don't think I could stress my brain too much. I'm already got freaking smoke coming out of my ears, guys. This is very difficult. You know when you do math for a long time and then your brain hurts? This is what it feels like for me. Like because my brain's not used to it, I'm really in freaking manual drive right now. Actually, I think if the arm's coming back, it would actually probably be covered mostly by the rib cage. But then I would have to change the angle on the deltoid, I think. I have no idea. Maybe the deltoid would come back like that. I really do want to say, I know some people asked what my New Year's resolutions were, and I don't think I like. I mean, I kind of knew what I wanted them to be, but I'm like very certain now that my New Year's resolution is just to sort of improve my art a lot more than it is now, especially dynamic posing. Uh, Rendering is still in the back of my mind, so we'll probably work on that a little bit too, but it's not really a primary goal of mine. It's a secondary goal. So I'll work on rendering whenever I feel like I want to render a piece, but I think in general, drawing in perspective is really where my heart's at. And I've been trying to push my stuff and make it more dynamic, in particular, like with a lot of the recent stuff I do. I'm trying to get away from the whole three-quarter stuff because I tend to do a lot of characters standing like this, like in perspective, just always the same more or less pose. And it's easy for me to do this pose, like I can bang it out real quick here, obviously, but it's not it's just kind of boring. I can't fit the head in there, but it works every now and then, but it's not great. 2024 was great for real, and I hope 2025 will be better. Yeah, 2024, I don't think 2024 for me was a good year financially. I think it was not a great year emotionally. I have a lot of behind the scenes shit in my life that is very, very, very stressful to deal with. And so I'm hoping a lot of that gets resolved in 2025. It's not like medical shit or anything, but so it is resolvable. It's just very difficult to deal with. And I think, what was I going to say? I think it should wrap up next year. We'll see. But it was a good year as far as like, getting a decent job and all that stuff. That was probably more like 2023. But I bought a place this year, which was a big, big milestone for me. I've been wanting to buy a place for a while, especially because I was living in my dad's basement. I was like, it wasn't great. I didn't hate it, but I didn't like I get along well with my family, thank God. But I had loftier goals, I think, and so I made some choices. Took a job that isn't necessarily the most enjoyable thing in the world, but it gives me things that I want and brought me a little bit more joy outside of that, but in a material sense. And so, I don't know that I have any more material goals next year outside of maybe putting myself in a position to sort of pull off from my current job, but I don't think that's really going to happen. So I'm not holding out for that. That would be like the grand goal though would be to quit my job, but I don't think. Maybe we'll see. What up, Yeti? How you doing? This I think needs to be longer. You've been dying this weekend? Yeah, I saw in chat you were saying you're pretty sick. Are you getting better, or is it? Are you still just suffering? I want to get rid of this. It's a little distracting. Lottery ticket snack, I'm telling you. You know, that's crazy. My sister actually bought me a lottery ticket for Christmas, and I won 50 bucks. I won 50 bucks, so I'm basically retired, you know? I might just join like a sugar baby website and see what I can rustle up there. That's a joke, by the way. If my employer's listening, I'm not going to become a sugar baby. But I think it was Virus that was asking yesterday if I had New Year's resolutions, and I think I was saying that I was hella down to just become a sugar baby. I don't know if I would though. Plus, I don't know that the market's very good for male sugar babies in their 30s. Hey people, hey NFT. No way, I literally won $50 yesterday too. Oh really? Damn, dude. That's crazy. We gotta start gambling more, dude. We gotta become Gamba streamers. I feel like that's what all the popular kids are doing these days, Ghoulie. We could both go insane and gamble away our entire life savings together on stream. Imagine that collab streams of us just sort of drooling at a slot machine, getting superstitious, being like, no, we have to sit at these chairs. That's getting very bleak and sad. My grandma was like that. She loved gambling, and she had her own seat and everything when she went gambling. It was I didn't know her super duper well because I was a bit of a teenager when she passed, but gamblers have a lot of superstitions. We can write off a Vegas trip if it's for content. Yeah, we'd have to do IRL streaming unless it's like VTuber Vegas trip. I don't know how that would work for me, but I think this head should probably actually overlap a little bit more. Like I think it would be a little bit. Would it? It would be probably more forward, and the eye line would probably be more tilted. Because I'm looking at this box head, right? Look how much of this top we see. So the eyes would probably come across like this a little bit more, and I think that looks a little bit more organic. VR. I feel like I would look so insane walking around with a VR headset in a fucking Vegas casino. The Gooner build for real. Six before. I'm gonna go try to sleep. Government banned Twitch because of gamble streamers. Once you can lose me. Oh, true, true. All right. Well, I'm not a big gambler anyway, so don't worry. I'm not. I'm not starting my gambling arc anytime soon. I know I'm French Canadian, but we ain't XQC. Hey, CX Mill, how you doing? How you doing, big dog? Good night, NFT. I'll catch you in the next one. All right. Thanks for stopping by, bro. Appreciate you. See, since the day I came out, one. I swear to God, we just listened to this song. It is a good song, though. Whatever. It's fine. I still try to figure out this arm. Arms kind of have this two line dynamic, right? If you look at this, you got one line here, and that connects you to the wrist. So finding an appealing flow for the arm that has that sort of two line dynamic is something I'm looking for right now. This before, no. I do kind of like the idea of having it sort of pulled down like that. I'm just and I need it to line up. If it's in space and it's farther back, it would line up a little bit back here. But I think we're bringing it forward. So you're going to have a forward tilt on the cylinder here. And then, actually, it's still going to be a down tilt. See, these are the questions I'm asking myself that I'm just not used to. How are you? I'm good, dude. I'm good. I'm chilling. We're just trying to practice some geometric shapes and perspective. It's a little tough, not gonna lie, but we'll get it. Personally, I really like this one, so this is the one I'm working on right now. Just trying to flesh it out a little bit more. Ironically, it's also the one that I did upside down primarily, so maybe I should do a lot of these upside down as well. Just takes away a lot of the muscle memory. See you, NFT. Peace, dude. I'm gonna grab some water real quick. I'll be right back. I'm not even tired. I woke up at like noon today. I'm a freaking dude. I'm basically unemployed. It's sick. All right, be right back. All right, we're back. Yeah, I really don't know how to fix this arm. I don't know. I don't know what the issue is right now. This shape needs to overlap more. It needs to be bigger, and then this needs to be tapered a little bit, I think. See how I'm switching this shape here on this box to sort of match that one. It's not intentional. It would work better if I had like a flat cylinder, but just a little thing you could do to also sort of try and match the perspective. Not guaranteed that it's gonna work, but it's still not really working. Foreshortening probably. Your hands are closer to the camera, but don't get bigger with such strong perspective. Yeah, you're right. Okay, that's a good start for that one. I gotta fix some of the other ones. This one in particular is really busted. This one's fine. I think I could clean it up a little bit, but it's like fine. So much howling going on. And it ain't me, for once. Hmm. I think this implies that the arm is going back in space, which is the goal. Just don't know that I'm executing super well. Really trying to push all the foreshortening on these guys, but I gotta taper this more maybe. Hmm. Not exactly sure. This arm's kind of fine. Hmm. This would descend down like that, probably. Obliques right there. Hip would overlap the obliques, potentially. You wouldn't probably see as much of the ass as I have there, just because I have his ass coming out a little bit too much. I don't think you'd see it that much. I think it'd be covered. I think it'd be covered more. The knees, I think, are off also, because I'm looking at this line here as a guide, and I think this knee, like, even if it's lower like this, It would be way higher. I think I just kind of pushed the knee in the wrong spot a little bit. We'll see if I can fix it. You guys been watching Squid Game? I watched a little bit of Squid Game. I'm on the last episode. I don't know how I feel. I think it's fine. I just think the plot was a little repetitive this season. I'm not going to spoil anything. Obviously, I'm not evil, but you like season one more? Yeah, it just kind of feels like the same shit. Let's see if I just move this leg back, if they'll make it work a little bit better without having to redraw all that shit. Fuck. I think this leg looks like it's floating now. So that's kind of an issue. The knee's in a better spot. This doesn't work too well, though. Hmm. Just feels kind of stiff. This one feels very dynamic. This one feels very stiff. And I don't know how to fix that. Might be the hip height. It's a little. I feel like the leg should probably start a little bit higher up. Maybe I bend the leg out that way. No. He's kind of standing up pretty straight. This could probably be bigger. Hmm. Oh God, dude, this is so hard. I think that's a little bit more dynamic. We added some overlap. This leg still feels odd. What's the arc that I'm going for here, you know? Like this has a nice gesture, which is why it feels nice. This doesn't. This also doesn't. This also doesn't. Very stiff. Hmm. How do I get this to feel a little bit more dynamic? Maybe if I tilt the torso forward. I'm gonna do something a little bold here. I'm gonna erase out all these guys on this bottom layer. Actually, on this top layer. Because I don't need to double them up. But I am going to try and push the rib cage forward, add a little bit more overlap on stuff. I could also move the head forward. Yeah, let me try and move the head forward actually first. Before I do anything too crazy. Because then that might give me a better... Now, to do that, I have to sort of rotate everything else a little bit. So we're going to bring this angle forward more. The rib cage is also going to come forward more. Now let's see how we can bring the shoulders in, rotating from the elbow joint roughly. So I moved the pivot to the elbow joint, and now I'm just going to go rotate it a little bit like that. And I might actually do some liquefy and get more of a C curve here. See if I can do that. And now if I bend the leg out a little bit more, bend the foot in, does that give me a better gesture? That versus that. I think I think I have to move the entire arm on this one. If the arm's coming forward, like if you bring your fist forward, it would push your shoulder forward also. I assume because your shoulder's gonna follow, right? If you're getting into like a punch stance, your shoulder is gonna come forward to protect your jaw, right? And it's probably going to elevate a little bit as well. So I should probably consider that when I'm moving it also. So bring it up like this. Probably drop the elbow a little bit. So let's see if we rotate it like that. This is just a little rough template. This forearm would probably still come pretty low. I'm just trying to think of how I can make this a little bit more dynamic. Just real subtle changes here. Now, if I bring the butt back, also scooting the butt back, hiding it under this rib cage, maybe that'll help with the dynamicism. Just kind of looks like he's taking a shit a little bit. Okay. That just doesn't fully help much. How to improve this? How to improve this? We could. Sorry, I'm gonna go. I really need to sleep. Otherwise, I'll look half dead again. Anyways, have fun. Sounds good, dude. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I don't know if that's working. It's a little bit better, actually. There's still something off with the shoulder. I think the shoulder maybe should come forward a bit. Shoulder's a little big. Oh, it's driving me nuts. This shoulder's definitely fucked, though. That is like a big issue right now. Maybe just better shapes in general. This could just be a design issue. Whoa, that's a thick brush. Hmm. I don't know. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a little break from this guy because I'm starting to get a little frustrated, and we're gonna move on to her. I just want to tighten these down a little bit more, but learning isn't always the most entertaining thing in the world. I apologize, everybody. I apologize. One day when I'm a god at drawing, not a literal god, I don't think I'll get to that level, but it'll be a little bit more enjoyable. Okay. More of a down tilt on the rib cage, maybe. The head tilt is just not great. I think if I move this back, I think that looks better. I think it looks better. What I did there basically is I took the leg that was kind of forward and I'm looking at where the toe lines up and it creates not the most appealing pose, but if I have it sort of like that, I get more of an S curve through it. So I think I'm going to move the foot back and see if that'll help with the pose. I also might turn the foot towards us. Oops. We'll see. I mean, I could always go back. I have it on another layer, so. Hmm. I think I need to shorten everything up here a little bit. Like I tend to over making it a little too long. I'm trying to maintain the same proportions, but it wouldn't work that way because she's like very bottom up now. So the rib cage from the bottom up, if I have like a standard rib cage that's like I'm just gonna use a box as an example. If I have a standard rib cage that's like this, right, with like let's say there's a ledge here. If I tilt it up where I'm seeing the bottom, this whole top bit is gonna get shrunk. It's a horrible box, but you get the idea. Like the length here, if on the front face, is way different than it is here. I think I'm not doing that enough. It's gonna also apply to the head. You're doing well, to be honest. Thanks, guys. I mean, I'm not hating on myself here. I'm just thinking out loud. So if I'm sort of if I sound overly negative, I'm not. I just I'm thinking out loud, and I get sort of a little bit critical. But I think it's important to be a little bit critical, especially if you're trying. Your goal is to improve at something, because it's going to give you that honest truth that you might need a little bit to take things a little bit more serious, but it's not to be conflated with anything bad. Just maybe a little bit. more brutally honest, and I think I can handle it. I think I'm okay with it. So don't worry, dude. If Thor, you're like you're relatively new here, right? I tend to go pretty mean on myself, but no, it's not. I don't hate myself or anything, so don't worry about it too much. Don't worry. Don't you worry your little heart out, dude. It's all good. The changes look good. I think it's just about sort of getting out of the mindset of things being so freaking uh anatomically correct and not anatomically correct, sorry. I gotta I'm trying to reprogram my brain to not see things front on because the brain's always gonna try and bring things back to the generic proportions that you're used to, and it's not gonna let you do a lot of the big changes like pushing angles and all that stuff. And so I gotta do it manually, and it'll become automatic eventually the more I do it. But so we'd see a little bit of armpit here actually. A little bit of bicep. Yeah, just followed yesterday. Ah, that's where it is. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I lose track. Let's bring this up a little bit. Bring it down tilt here. No worries, man. I ain't worried. Gotta get these curves in here too. I don't do any curves on my stuff. Everything's so straight. Things would curve a little bit, especially at this angle. Get a little bit of a curve in the eye line. Uh, would we actually? She's kind of looking down. I'm trying to think now. If she's looking down, maybe you wouldn't get as much of a curve. Ah, Katsak's doubting himself today. You're not wrong about that. Just not for the reasons that the bot is implying. Okay, leg time. Legs are going to be rough here. And a little bit of a knee ball. That might be a little big. I need to do the same. Front on was fine when learning and getting comfortable with that anatomy, but now I get frustrated with poses looking flat or having to do multiple sketches to push the pose. Yeah. Oh, exercises like these are what I'm doing now. I think, look, I don't do them a whole lot. I'm going to start doing them more, but I think they sort of they help work on that, and it gives your brain, it trains your brain to think three-dimensionally, and that's something I'm definitely lacking right now. If I'm doing something in perspective and it looks nice, it's usually luck. I usually basically land on something appealing without actually knowing why I got to that point. And I think that's what I'm trying to improve. Oh shit, Mr. Thrust has shown up. Mr. Thrust is in the building. How you doing, big guy? How you doing, my fellow French Canadian? Hmm. What up, dude? Oh, should this leg be shorter? I feel like this should be larger and a little bit more overlap. This year is the year of grinding, guys. Expect an amplification on the frustration. Okay, we've been too nice and too kind to ourselves for too long. It's time to get better. It's time to grow, and to do that, I got to confront some shit. I'll try and keep myself calm down. I'm not gonna. There was one stream I freaked out. Like, well, I didn't freak out, but I was freaking tweaking blood, and bro thinks loudly, too loud sometimes. Okay, if I'm the back foot and I'm farther over this way, I'm actually probably around here, which strikes me as a weird spot for that other foot. That doesn't feel right. But the perspective says it would be, right? Because if I box this out and then I drag that back and then I shift it over in depth, the other foot's going to land around here. Does not seem right. It doesn't seem right at all. Where did I fuck up on the perspective? I get the feeling that this character is a lot more of a dynamic perspective than what my box suggests. Hmm. Hmm. Me and J. Cole, the thinkers, dude. Booba? It's a good solution. Pound for pound, one of the best albums. Oh my god, dude. Mr. Thrust. Mr. Thrust coming in with the truer statements. The truest statements, really. I was talking mad shit about Kendrick earlier and saying that I think J. Cole is arguably way better than Kendrick, and Kendrick gets way too much clout as being like one of the top guys. But what I remember in like the was it 2017, whenever oh yeah, it would have been I guess 2014 when Forest Hills came out, right? Like I don't know, J Cole to me has cemented himself to me as like the best hip hop artist out there. Plus somehow he manages to avoid like crazy controversy. I remember all the J Cole memes back when the like Kendrick Drake beef was happening. It was really funny, but how do I get this other leg to work? I don't even know. But yeah, dude, I don't know. Kendrick, I won't go as far as to say he's mid, but He's not as good as people say he is. I don't know. Look, I'm no rapper, guys. Obviously, this is not my bread and butter, but do a freestyle right now. No, I'm not freestyling, bro. I'm not freestyling. We're not doing that. Sorry, I'm channeling my inner J Rock right now. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit. Should his head just be bigger? This entire album carried me through college. I'm not gonna lie, dude. Me too. I mean, I guess we were in college around the same time. I was in college in 2014 for the first time when I did my engineering diploma, and then I went back to college again in 2018 after I graduated from that program. I went into animation. I'm so freaking educated, dude. Crazy. Except I don't have a bachelor's degree, so I'm not that educated. College diplomas don't really mean shit in Canada if you don't have a bachelor's. A lot of jobs are locked behind bachelor's degrees, which is a little annoying, but we make do. I went for my engineering diploma in 2015. Oh yeah, I graduated in 2015 as well. Okay. I did the electrical engineering technician course. I think I finished in 2016 because I failed one class. I just didn't I couldn't be fucking bothered. So I did technically get my diploma in 2016, but I would have been class of 2015. Manufacturing engineering technician. Nice. Okay. I was going for mechanical technologist, but didn't expect it to be that hard. I was gonna do the electrical engineering technologist, and then I realized I fucking hated the course, and I was like, I'll just do the 2 years and get the fuck out of here. And then I just worked at Subway and McDonald's and did nothing related to my diploma at all. But okay, well, this I don't know how to get the back leg. And does anybody have any suggestions on this girl's back leg? I'm wondering why it feels so off. Is it just sort of the hip angles are off? I mean, these should line up, which means the knee should be around here, which means the other knee in space should be around here, which feels weird. But I think it's also because of the I kind of have a very close up focal lens. So like the closer a camera gets to a subject, like let's say I have a person right here. Okay, this is a little tutorial time. If I have a person here and I have a wide focal lens, meaning the lens has a larger angle of light that it lets in versus a more narrow angle lens, that's how you get fisheye. Because what happens is it tries to fit all of this stuff into this light, and you bring it really close up, and it the light bounces and it curves to fit the width, the height of the lens. And so I'm thinking I just have a crazy wide focal lens, and I kind of do if I'm just looking at the angle here. But it just does feel weird to have like that leg be all the way back here. just be very long. Yeah, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. Boba, do you have any suggestions? Or Dave, you guys are pretty good at perspective. I don't really get what the fuck is going on and why my leg feels like it should be over here. Or would it just be like because if I track this, right? If I track these proportions with the perspective I'm using, it would be like here-ish. But then that would imply that the back leg is longer than the front leg, which is weird. Something's not computing to me. Anyways, I'm gonna come back to this one. But do you guys know what I'm talking about? Like it feels like if I'm like following the perspective here, that the other leg, if it's farther back in space, should be like around here-ish, right? Or whatever. It doesn't matter what angle it's at. Your forward thigh also looks too long, even though it's more foreshortened. Forward thigh. Oh, this one. Let's try that. Oops. Bro's yapping right now. Hmm. I don't know. I'm gonna come back to it. I'm gonna work on this one now because I just can't figure it out. This girl's head would probably be overlapping the rib cage a little bit more. The fuck? The tilt on the head angle is also a little off. Okay, dude, I can't. I'm sorry, J. Cole. You're freaking yapping so much right now, dude. Hmm. Again, we're showing too much stuff in proper shape. I think this needs to sort of get overlapped a lot more by the rib cage. Same with the legs. Good night, Otter. Have a good one. Thanks for stopping by. I know it's way past your bedtime, so appreciate it. Catch you next time, dude. Hmm. What up, Avail? How you doing, big dog? What's good? What's good? We're just doing a little bit of sketching. We're torturing ourselves with boxes as we do. That's kind of our thing here. My favorite, I think, is this one right now. And then my second favorite is probably this one, except I don't know what's really wrong with the leg. I gotta figure that out, but I feel like maybe the foot would overlap more. The foot would probably overlap more. Looks great, thank you. Her ribcage is a little big here. What are you up to today? You got any New Year's Eve plans? We were going through New Year's Eve plans with everybody earlier. Mine is get better at art and get a sugar daddy. What about you? You got any fancy plans? I'm gonna tilt the hips. Like New Year's resolutions. Yeah, exactly. Become a millionaire, lose 800 pounds. I don't know, whatever your thing is. I think if I lost 800 pounds, I'd probably turn into a black hole, but, you know, everybody's dreams are different, you know? I ain't judging no one. Struggling to figure out what it is, but probably have more art discipline. Well, my suggestion is you gotta start art streaming. Peer pressure. Become one of us. I mean, you already are, but Avale's a really good artist, by the way, guys. I love her stuff. I've checked it out am I gonna say it? Freaking Twitch, not Twitch. On well, I guess I've never actually caught her on art stream, but I have seen her stuff on Twitter. Is the word I was looking for. She loves them Gerudos. I will say, is it Gerudo or is it Garudo? I don't. I think I've had this topic before. Every time you come in here, I feel like I always bring this up, but I'm just not sure. One of us. One of us. Hard G, no J. Garudo. All right, fair enough. That makes sense. What's your stream schedule? Whatever. No, I have a set schedule. It's always the same. It's in my schedule thing on my Discord channel, or not Discord, sorry, Twitch. No, it's also in my Discord, I guess. But so it would be Friday, 5:30 p.m. EST. Everything here is going to be EST, by the way. So I'll just put it once, and then I won't rewrite EST 50 times. Friday, Saturday, 12 p.m. EST. Sunday, 12 p.m. EST. And then Monday, 5:30 p.m. EST. I would do 12 p.m. streams every day if I could, but unfortunately I have work and my boss just doesn't seem to agree that I should leave to stream on Twitch. So, that's an ongoing discussion, but I'm just kidding. That's never happening. So yeah, so that's my stream schedule. I stream Friday to Monday, just because I'm a Monday to Friday work guy. And then I'm pretty consistent with that. I think last week was the exception in the last few months where I had a shoulder issue, and so I took a couple days off. And but before that, I don't think I'd have had a really long break. I pretty much hit every schedule or every scheduled stream. I like to not try to brag, but I am pretty punctual with my schedules, I think. So that's my routine right now. Do you have a stream schedule, Avail? Do you do set schedules, or are you just a vibes type of girly? Nice. Appreciate the dedication. I try. I do it for the viewers. It's partially true and partially a lie. I do it for the viewers because the viewers do it for me, you know? It keeps me accountable. Tuesday, Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern time, then randomly on weekends. Okay. That's a smart approach. So that's what I used to do originally was I would have like a set day, a set couple days, and then everything else was just vibes based. And I feel like I like that. I like that approach because it gives you sort of mental flexibility and it gives you some anchor days as well. If he was affiliate, it would at least look less psychotic. Would it? Why would it look less psychotic? I wouldn't get any less psychotic if I was an affiliate, dude. I'd still be a lunatic. I don't know what you mean by that, Boba. I'm gonna need a little bit of clarity. Trust me, it ain't getting any less psychotic. Okay, what could I do with the other arm? Should probably just be okay with like not showing the other arm, you know? That head looks like it's a little too detached. Got to try and preserve this negative space, so I'm gonna clean up this little area in here. Oh, get rid of the boobies for now. We'll figure out the boobies later. I mean, the way you're so hung up on delivering 100% even when stream is not giving you much back yet. Oh, whatever, dude. Look, guys, as much as I talk mad shit about becoming the richest man alive and becoming a multi-billionaire and retiring rich streamer style, the reality is the stuff I get out of streaming. Look, I've talked about this, but you should know this. You're like the person who's here the most. You should know this. What the biggest thing that I get out of streaming is it gives me consistency and art growth, and that's sort of what I want more than anything. Is just to stay locked the fuck in. You know what I mean? And you guys coming here and making me accountable makes me in turn feel accountable to you guys, and then I don't know. It's like a symbiotic relationship. So I'm very happy with the sort of routine we have, money or not, you know. But I will go affiliate eventually. To answer your question, Avail, do I want to be affiliate? I don't have an issue with it. I just don't. I think right now I'm getting very nice growth on my channel, and I just until I don't really know. I don't really know. Part of me, my instinct tells me I should probably wait um to sort of do it, but I don't really know. I don't really know what the answer is. It probably won't impact anything, but afraid of ads, kind of. That's kind of the big one, actually. I'm just not a huge fan of ads. If I was able to go affiliate and just fucking stop ads altogether, I'd just never run them because I don't like that. I don't like it. I don't like it. There's tons of times where I'm looking for somebody to raid or I'm looking for a new streamer to watch, and the second I see ads, I'm just like, nope, next. So if I did do it, I probably wouldn't run pre rolls. I'd probably just set it to like 3 minutes every hour or whatever, and then give you guys like a little ad break. I piss like fucking 50 times a stream anyway, so probably wouldn't do too much damage for me to just like run 3 minutes of ads while I run to the washroom. But yeah, I don't know. Ads are definitely a big deterrent. That's kind of the big one. I'm not really. I don't have any other issues with it, but give yourself 3 minute ad breaks every hour. That would be the approach, I think. There was also a little bit of time where I was having some issues with my bank because my Canadian bank, the way when you register for affiliate, guys, they have you sort of sign up using what's called a routing number and or routing code. I don't know what it is. I think it's routing code, and this routing code is an American only code. There's no Canadian equivalent. And so I had to look into how to do it with my bank. Apparently, you could just like add a zero in front of it. I tried that, didn't work. Don't know if I have a special magic bank that likes to fuck me over, but that wasn't working. And so I was like, well, you know what? I don't need affiliate that bad. And so I just kind of stopped trying. That was after a couple months of my viewers peer pressuring me into doing it. And now we're back to not doing it. So. We'll see. We'll see. Probably it's I'm gonna be real, guys. It's gonna happen in 2025 for sure. There's like that's like for sure it's gonna happen. When? I don't know, but it's definitely going to happen in 2025. So don't you worry your little hearts, okay? It's gonna happen. This time next year, imagine this the last stream of the year next year I go affiliate. Now we'll do it sooner. I don't know why I'm adding so many planes to the face on this one. I don't really care that much. Okay, I do like this hand. Okay, let's do another box, lady. Let's extend the canvas. How are we gonna do this? Canvas. I'm gonna drop it down another, I don't know, maybe 5,000 pixels. It's gonna be a huge file. Let's drop it another 5,000 pixels. By the way, Boba, I know you roast my ass for having such large canvas pixel sizes, but I was looking up EO58, and his freaking canvas is like 5,000 by like 16,000 or something. So he also does crazy canvas sizes. See? I'm normal, okay? I'm the normal one here. Just mad at his PC with blue screen. Yeah, literally. Okay. I had to move. Why would it do that? Why would it extend both the top and the bottom? That's annoying. Okay, let's shift all these guys up so I have more boxes to play with. How should I do this one? Let's do a vertical or horizontal box. I'm drawing through here. I'm drawing on the wrong layer. Shit. Actually, you know what? We're gonna do one. We're gonna do one horizontal, but we're gonna tilt it a little bit. So we're gonna have like sort of like this angle to it. Maybe this angle. I'm just gonna start small, just because it's easier for me to draw it. We do some really crazy foreshortening here. That's gonna be rough. Okay, that's gonna be a hard one. I'm really pushing it a little bit. Okay, that's a nice little rough one. Let's smush that a little bit. Let's clean it up. I don't really need it to be that deep. Okay. What kind of character should I do here? I think I'm going to do a character laying down. Okay. That's not laying down. How do people lay down? I gotta look up people laying down. People laying down. Pinterest. Give me the answer, Pinterest. Okay. What a cute little couple. I don't want like couples. That's a little much. Okay, that's not a bad one actually. This actually works perfect. Where is it? Did I not copy it? Oh, it's up here. Why is so much? Why is there so much on? Whatever. I don't need it to be. Okay, whatever. Oh my god, dude. Okay, I'm just gonna have to select the actual drawing because for some reason it seems to think there's a lot more going on in this picture. And so let's flip this because I'm gonna have her sort of on that angle, but I'm gonna have everything sort of distorted. So the legs are gonna come in, the head's gonna come forward. We're gonna have a little bit more overlap. That's kind of the idea here. So let's try that. Bro, search for people laying down. Sus. Well, there's worse things to look up. Trust me. I've had some accidental bad lookups. Oh, that's the wrong layer. Is it? No, it isn't. I'm just for whatever reason. Okay. Start with the Let's start with the rib cage actually. So this is going to be a top-down view. So the rib cage is going to be a little distorted. We're going to have it sort of tilted towards us. How do I do this? If it's if this is the angle, the rib cage is going to be compressed like that. Okay, we know that. I'm going to bring this slightly tilted towards us. Rib cage, kind of like that, right? We're following this perspective. Maybe that's too extreme, actually. We'll do something like that. Okay, lighten that up. We'll go over it again, just because I'm not convinced that's how I want it. Center line. Where's the minor axis? Minor axis here. For people who don't know what a minor axis is, it's the axis of rotation. So if you have a cylinder, okay, and you're drawing through that cylinder, it's going to follow its minor axis in terms of the angle. So the minor axis is the center line, tangenting, right, at a 90-degree angle from the whatever. And then you're going to follow this. No, that wouldn't be right, actually. If I'm following the minor axis, it's going to tilt down a little bit more. So there you go, be something like that. And then if you rotate the minor axis or make it come more front on, it is just kind of fun to like rotate like shapes in space. Complex shapes like rib cages are a little tough though. Let's try triangle. Okay, just rotate the box. Never hurts to do more box exercises. Okay, now back to the freaking rib cage. I always make my rib cages too wide. That's what I'm noticing. So I'm going to overwrite my brain. I'm going to intentionally make it more narrow than I think it should be. And hopefully that counteracts my bad habit a little bit. I think I still kind of made it too wide. Oops. Yeah. I also think the rib cage would be tilted up because she's leaning up, right? You can see there's a tilt on her rib cage. In my case, it's gonna be pretty extreme though, so it's almost gonna be like this. And then we're gonna have sort of a little bit of the underneath here. We'll see. And the legs. Her legs are flat, so I'm not even gonna really see the legs. I will see the shins though. These are going to be pretty much full sized, just farther in depth, because they're perfectly flat just based on the angle. I mean, we'll tweak that if it's not working, but do something like that for the other leg. We are having it grow as it comes towards us, right? Now I gotta, what kind of head angle do I want here? No. Let's place the head last. I'm gonna place the arms and just sort of make the head align with the arms. So I'm following this arc here. I'm gonna bring this elbow forward. And we'll do something like that. Then maybe for the face. Just kind of guessing here. My box is very large for what I'm actually drawing. Whoops. Let me make this bigger. This perspective isn't right. I would actually have her less rotated. So I would need this box to come in way more. Way more. This is actually a much more extreme angle. Actually, even more. She's turning her head down. I could try that also. All right, let's lighten this up a little bit. This song is so sick, dude. A little Monday night vibes. We're going Loomis method on this bitch. Yeah, fuck it. Let's do it. Ribcage. See, it's still too wide relative to the head. I mean, I could make the head bigger, I guess, and make it match a little bit better. I don't know. I think it's gonna work a little nicer if I just shrink the ribcage down because everything else is matched to it. So, and this is gonna have to curve a little more. Okay. I think this is kind of fine. I don't even know that I need to do a whole lot of fixes on this for now, anyways. Maybe I'll think it's horrible in like 20 minutes. But for now, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna draw another one, and then we'll come back and take a look at this. The head's a little off, actually. There you go. Just a little bit lopsided. It's kind of a boring pose, though. I think there's better ways of doing that. I just, with the angle, I guess it's not horrible. Oops. Let's do an upside down one again. That was fun. I'm not sure how to do this one. We'll do this one's gonna be extreme. We're gonna start with the feet. Hmm. How's that look? Pretty decent. Okay. Okay, if I'm a big toe and I'm upside down, oh, where the hell would my toe be? It's your toe, your big toe's on the inside. Okay, so we know that, which means most of it's going to be on that side. Same with this. There's massive tits relative to the rest of the body. Maybe that's a little too much. Bro, trying sussy poses. Look, man, if you gotta figure it all out from all different angles, you know. But look, I'm a lady appreciator. Ain't no hiding that here. You guys know that about me. I ain't got no shame. I got straight pride. Okay. I don't know. Is that contra? Can I say that? I feel like that's kind of like a freaking radical like right wing dude thing to say, but I promise I'm not. I can make it a dude if you want. Hashtag straight. Yeah. By the way, Bobo was telling me I should add a tag to my Twitch stream that says what was it? It was hashtag straight, I think, right? Because the a lot of streamers will put like LGBT fuck, I don't even know the letters. What is it? LGBTQIA plus space or whatever in their thing. But there's no safe spaces for us straight brothers, you know? I'm just kidding. Everywhere's kind of a safe space for us, but I don't know why I'm rambling about this now. Pretend nothing I said was actually said by me, okay? I'm just kind of a little sleepy. I'm saying nonsense. How does it look? Okay, her tits are huge. We gotta tone that down a little bit. We gotta tone that down. I'm offending myself with that one. That's a little too much. Let's tone that down a little bit. I feel like her head's gonna be very funny. Yeah, she's like looking right down at us. Pretend I heard nothing. There you go. You heard nothing. Armpit. Okay, we got a little bit too much going on in the rib cage belly area. I gotta tone that down. So we're gonna bring her in. We're also gonna taper her a little bit. Oh, did I do my box on this layer? I did. Fuck. Oops. Okay, so I got sort of this gesture thing going on. I feel like I get so many more dynamic poses when I'm drawing upside down. Like this one was upside down, and it's the nicest one, like for sure. It's like it's the most expressive, right? And I think I don't know. Maybe I should just start drawing upside down. This one's obviously kind of wonky right now, but we'll work on it. The fuck? Okay. Hmm. That butt is a little low, or that leg was actually too high. Abs. Nope, we're not. Abs are a little long there, but I think that gives me something to work off of. Yeah, okay, maybe this is a little off. Proportions are a little off. I think the knees need to be higher. And then I think feet need to overlap the shins a little bit more. I don't know. I don't even know. This pose is fucking wild. This is a very extreme angle. I don't even know if you'd see much of the head here. Yeah, this whole like leg area is fucked. I think this leg needs to be covering a lot more. Hmm. Ba-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Hmm. I'm trying to think. The knee would probably be like here-ish. And then the calf would be around here. So that would be the apex of the calf. We just need a lot more extreme curves. I can't sing all of it. I only know the rhythm because it's a sample from Tupac. Hmm. It's easier. It's almost easier to do foreshortening upside down because it's almost like I don't know. It really removes a lot of the stuff that your brain tries to do when it tries to sort of show the whole like limb or whatever. But I'm gonna shrink the rib cage again. What would a knee look like from the bottom? Hey kitten. Oh god, wrong chat. Yeah, okay, whatever, dude. Stop flirting with me. It's very obvious that you're trying, but look, I'm committed to about half a dozen other chatters. I know you're a streamer, but no favoritism. Please reply. Yeah, this is just not working too well. There we go. Don't call me out like that. Uh-huh. How you doing, Oz? How you doing? I see you took my advice and you decided to start streaming on a schedule with a couple flex days and a couple firm days. I'm not trying to brag, guys. I'm just saying I gave her the freaking the tech, bro. The dip in your toe and the scheduled streaming tech. You're almost a profesh, you know? You're getting there. A little bit more consistency and you'll get there. Plus, I saw in your little schedule that you were like, I'm gonna be late to all of these, by the way. Uh-huh. It's not late, I guess, if you just set the time later. You can only be early once. Being late is forever. What was I doing? Did I draw this on another? Oh no, I lasso tooled it. Please respond to my Riz DMs. Yeah, get in line, buddy. I'm expecting the big bucks now. Well, if anyone's gonna do it, it's you. I've got faith in you, dude. I've got faith in you. You could do it. Okay, this one is not going great, guys. I'm really struggling with this foot. I feel like I should probably move on to another one. Fuck! I forgot I'm on the same layer as my on the same layer as my box. So, what compelled you to start streaming on a schedule? Other than me, obviously. I'm gonna start doing the homework thing? Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Do the homework, dude. That's what it's all about. How difficult would it be, do you think, if I got people to start doing the homework by drawing people in perspective like this? It might be a little too soon for that. We'll work down the anatomy a little bit, and I think there's certain stuff I should probably join in on. It's hard for beginners like me. Yeah, it's a little much to start, I think. I used to stream with a schedule and then I got lazy. Mm, I see. I work better on a strict schedule. I do too, and I feel like I don't know about you, Oz. I know this is gonna sound like make me sound like a little bit of a baby bitch, but I get a little bit of stream anxiety when I like have to turn on stream, and I found when I was streaming randomly that anxiety was stronger because there was no like connection in my brain that was like, no, 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 this is the stream time. It was just like, well, should I go live? Should I not go live? If I go live, I'm gonna have to talk for 4 hours. And you start getting this chatter in your head, right? Whereas, like, I think if you're on a schedule, you're like, nope, this is the stream time. I'm not a pussy. We're streaming, and then that chatter kind of calms down as the neural connections solidify, and you get a little bit more habituated to your routine. Maybe that's just me though, but Plus, it makes streaming just kind of easier because there's a lot less outside of the anxiety. There's a lot less mental friction to being like scheduled. You know, it's you don't even notice you start stream half the time because you're so habituated to it that it's just like it clicks and you're like, oh, we're live. Oh shit, all right. Like now it's like nothing. You know, but when I first started, I was like, do I go live? Do I not go live? The answer is go live, but yeah. So I wish you luck with your schedule. I'm sure it'll go great. Plus, I'll know when to show up now, you know? Instead of randomly refreshing Twitch like a maniac, waiting for shit to happen. Oh, I'm getting tired of this pose, guys. May move on to another one. It's not working too well. I think honestly, this whole top bit should be shrunk down a little bit. The fuck? Ugh. Okay, whatever. We tried. We're gonna wrap up at the 3 hour mark, guys. Guys is what I meant to say, and I think that'll be the last stream of this year, dude. And then I will see you guys probably, depending on how hungover I am. You'll catch me as a feature on Ghoulies stream on the 1st of January, tentatively because I do plan to get really hammered on New Year's, and so assuming my brain works and I'm not vomiting everywhere, you'll catch me on Ghoulies stream at what was it again? 12 p.m. Eastern time or Pacific time? I can't remember. I gotta scroll up, but Ghoulie could. I don't know if she's still here, but if so, throw it in the chat because I gotta remember as well. But the perspectives are looking clean. That's all we've been doing. Like, we've just been drawing characters in different perspectives. Nothing too fancy. Just trying to push things a little bit. 12 p.m. PST. All right. So what time is that for me? That's like 3 p.m. EST. So at 3 p.m. EST, what the fuck? I will I will tentatively tentative how do I spell tentatively? Tentatively be on Ghoulies stream at 3 p.m. EST. There you go. Party girl. Party girl. Yeah, dude. We're partying. It's gonna be my first streamer collab, guys. Isn't that crazy? I have no friends, and so I don't collab with anybody. It's gonna be my first collab, sort of, kind of. Nobody asked me to collab other than Ghoulie, so we take those wins, you know. And I'm not reaching out to nobody because I'm a little bit of a coward. I'm not gonna get ready for some top 500 Overwatch plays from Snack. I mean, you're gonna be watching her play. I'm just gonna be talking shit to her chat the whole time, but. Okay, what are we doing? Oh yeah, I wrote that down. We don't need that though. Do I do one more or do I just keep tying down the shit I have already? I should probably just tie down the shit I have already. There's just something off about this one. Oh my god, so exciting. I know, dude. I'm like a freaking social butterfly. I just don't think ladies stand with their legs that wide apart. At least not the classy ones. So maybe we tone this down a little bit. But then it's kind of stiff, you know? Can we all do an Among Us collab and screech at each other? Yeah, dude, my DMs are open. Reach out. Let me know when I have to come play Among Us on your stream. I'm an art purist, so there will not be any video game streaming here yet until I sell out one day. Once I get a big fat check in the mail by Mr. Twitch himself, and he offers me a bunch of money to I don't know what do big streamers do? They talk about political issues. I'm not gonna get into that, but besides, everybody knows that I'm hella racist and hella based and probably misogynist. All the isms, I got them, dude, including the autism. I can't. I'm just collecting all of them. I don't know. Just feels wrong not having them. They promote gamer subs. I'll do that. I'll sell out, dude. What kind of brand should I? Which a wootism? Autism, more like aurism. Guys, are we allowing chatters to hit on me this aggressively, or is this? Do we need to enforce an Oz inspired rule? I don't know, dude. I don't know if I could blush this whole stream. I'm freaking smiling ear to ear, or yeah, I'm grinning. All of my pearly whites are sparkling right now at the adorable banter that's going on in my chat, making me feel so special. I'm like the belle of the ball. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I'll sell out, dude. I'll freaking what's the worst? Okay, what guys? Real talk here. What is the most controversial thing I could sell that would make you guys not lose respect for me instantly? Like I'm if I start doing Raid Shadow Legends, are you guys still gonna watch me if I start shilling out for Raid Shadow Legends? Or what if I do Last War ads where I just sit there in front of the camera and I go like, "Ooh, am I gonna get the gun? Ooh, I think I'm gonna get the gun. Ooh, I'm gonna should I double my troops or should I? Ooh, no. Oh, we just lost 4 guys. Oh no. If you like what you see and you like mobile games and you want to see a mobile game that's really like the game that you're seeing in the okay, I'm too good at this. Anyways, look, man, I'm just saying. I gotta pick my poisons. I gotta figure out what I can sell my soul for and not lose my integrity too much. It's things to think about as a growing streamer, you know, as an up and coming star. Raid Shadow Legends. Is there a controversy behind Raid, or is it just like they're just saturating the market with like ad offers? I don't know. They seem weird. Fair enough. They did not pass the vibe check, I guess, but What BetterHelp's the one that's evil now, right? Is BetterHelp evil? They're all kind of evil, so whatever. I gotta start practicing my apology videos. Damn, we got the freaking Kobe dunk about to happen right here. Honey has some stuff going on, right? Isn't Honey the whole thing where it's like they would basically what they would do was they would I don't know shit about Honey. I think the Honey thing is basically my understanding. Correct me if I'm wrong because I watched about 1 minute of a video on this because I don't really care about this stuff. But the Honey thing was basically like they were making deals with like people like Walmart and shit like that to basically shill lower end coupons and then create the illusion that they actually like skim through all of the better options just to force you to like not save as much money. Is that what it is? I don't know. Is that what it is, or do they like fucking do they own like evil sweatshops and shit like that? I feel like everybody does that now. That's not even that. It's not even that bad. Better be with a ukulele and everything. Ugh, let's not foreshadow my career. Yep, and then we're paying the content creators for promoting them. Oh, yeah, that's a big no-no. That's a big no-no. The other one's just good marketing, you know? On the if I'm Walmart, I'm doing that. BetterHelp, everybody hates BetterHelp now too, right? We hate BetterHelp. Please God, tell me that we still like Clash of Clans. They haven't done anything evil, have they? That's why you're a Gwirl boss, and we're all mere mortal. How do I pronounce that? I've seen that word a lot. You say Gwirl a lot, and you say cunty a lot. And I'm older, dude. I'm a 30-year-old man. I'm freaking I'm going gray, dude. I have like okay, well I have like three gray hairs. I can count them. That's how many I have. But I'm getting grizzled. You know, a little S&P in my hair. And as an old young millennial, okay, freaking cunty was a mean word, guys. We couldn't say that when I was a kid. Did we reclaim that word? Can I say it? Can I say? I mean, I've said it like four times now, but can I say cunty? Is that okay, guys? Ladies, do I get the pass? You cunt. I don't think that's how you're supposed to use it. That's how I'm gonna use it from now on. I'm gonna show up every time I show up in Oz's chat. I'm gonna be like, "Yo, what up, cunt?" You don't just say cunty. You become cunty. Oh, it's a persona. I see. How does one become cunty? It unironically is. You so cunt, furl. Modern times is weird, bro. Shit. Remember Aisha Erotica? She is cunt. I'm the very opposite of cunt, dude. I mean, right now I'm not wearing anything too cunty. I'm wearing a black Carhartt t-shirt. Okay, like I know Carhartt is like overdone now, and everybody wears Carhartt and shit. But look, I've owned this T-shirt since before Carhartt was cool. Okay, I was ahead of the trend. Now everybody has it. Now I look like a dumbass, so I don't wear it anymore. Because I like to be I'm a trendsetter. I try and keep it unique. Freaking U to the Nique, bro. I'm an OG, an original. Oh, gulp, gulp. Well, water's so good. Water's so good. Should I start doing that? Should I do it? Okay, how would you guys feel? Would that be a TikTok trend that you guys would let me get down on? Like if I did that thing where I would like eat virtual hot dogs for like donations and shit, and I'd go like, Glizzy's so good. or whatever they do. Would you guys like that? Is that some sort of content you'd want? Oz, you'd pay so much. Very nice. Noted. All right, I'm writing that down. Any other takers? Okay, this needs to. Her waist is too big, dude. We gotta tone that down a little bit. Sorry, girl. I'd report you. Yeah, whatever, dude. I don't believe you. You'd love it. No, please, we need this. Desperation is strong. Oh, I don't know. Maybe if times get rough, if I get desperate and the measures are there, maybe I'll stoop to doing some freaking. Is it? I don't know. Is it like a fetish? Would people be jerking off to me, or would it just be like? Is it just like? Why do people like it? I don't get it. I assume it's a jerking off thing. I feel like anything I don't understand, even like the most wholesome things that I don't get, where people like watch somebody and I'm like, I don't get the appeal. I just assume people are jerking off. I think like that's the best explanation I have for shit that just doesn't appeal to me. Just people are jerking off, dude. I don't think I'm very jerk offable to. Well, I don't want to know the answer, guys. If you guys are freaking tugging on your hogs and flicking your beans, I don't want to know any of that. Don't tell me, okay? Okay, I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing with this. Yeah, I know Boba's freaking gooning my entire stream, dude. You don't need to tell me that. That I know. I just meant people that I still respect. Fine, I won't talk about my hog. Actually, can we get a hog check on Oz? I feel like she's hung today, dude. I need to know. It's eating me up. Mods, do your thing. If you don't know what that means, Oz, it's not as ominous as you think. All right, well, that's a little lackluster. I'm not gonna lie. I thought I was really hoping for something a little more, but 4.4 out of 10. That means your stroke game needs some work, but you're still rocking 6 inches. That's respectable, bro. Look, I don't make the rules. All right, I literally don't. I don't. None of the friggin' add-ons that I have are things that I decided on. They just showed up one day, and now everybody uses them. So nobody used them today. Now, Oz, you talk a whole lot about being a lesbian, but I think we need a gay check. I don't know if the freaking I don't know if my chat agrees with the diagnosis. Is that derogatory to say diagnosis? Ma'am, I'm afraid to tell you you're gay. No, no, fuck no. Don't make me check it, guys. My mods are supposed to do this stuff for me. Get a gay level, please. Ooh, fake lesbian. That's barely bi, dude. Come on. That's like saying you think girls are hot, but you've only dated guys your entire life. It doesn't count. Did the thing? What thing did you do? See, now that's accurate. Dude, I'm in the home stretch. Cubes? Okay. I'll maybe take a look. I said I was gonna stop at like the 3 hour mark, but I'm vibing right now. I just like talking shit. Homophobia is my specialty. That is a weird boobie. Look, I've never seen boobs in my life, guys, so I'm not very good at drawing them. By the way, what about hand homework? That was actually assignment one was hands. So we've gone through hands. We might come back to it, but I'm making my way. I might do rib cages next. I think next Friday we're gonna announce rib cages. When are we drawing boobs? Oh my god, dude. Eventually, one day. I gotta work my way up to it. Guys, don't be weird, okay? Or feet? We did do feet, actually. We did do feet. We did feet a while ago. The feet assignment was, I think, right after hands, actually. And it was, I gave the option of feet and or shoes because I didn't want to, like, I didn't want to, like, force people to draw feet. That just felt, like, inappropriate, you know? But sniff, sniff. Well, we did noses as well, speaking of sniffing. Okay, guys, I'm gonna freaking wrap up here because I'm lazy and I don't want to stream no more. Actually, I'm kind of chilling, but I think what we're gonna do is I'm gonna drop you into Ori's stream because he's a viewer here. He's a lovely man. I love Ori. We love Ori, and so we're gonna dump you into Ori's stream because nobody else that I follow is online, and I'm not in the mood to stream with somebody new because I don't want to hang out in somebody's chat after. I'm just gonna be real. I'm just gonna be real. I'm not in a networking mood, so. I sound way grumpier than I am. I'm not that grumpy. But so I'm going to dump you guys into Worries chat, all right? Thank you guys. Thank you for the stream. I will catch you guys in the new year. Next freaking when's New Year? I guess Friday is when I'll see you next. All right? Appreciate you all coming by. Be nice to Ori. Origination. He's a lovely fella. Let's see. Let's rate his ass. Let's rate his ass. Origination. And I will see you guys Friday at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time if I'm not on Dually stream before then, which I probably will be. All right, bye-bye. Oh, well. Well, this is awkward. I'm just gonna just keep waiting a little bit. Just all right.